Hello everyone, today we're going to learn how to create a login form in HTML. The first thing that you're going to do is create a new file called index.html. Why not? Exclamation mark, and now it's set. You're going to open the Go Live server, and with this we're going to put here the 1 to 7, blah blah blah, refresh it so it starts already doing the stuff app. Now I'm going to put the Bootstrap CDN, the Bootstrap 5, first for the CSS and second to the JavaScript. I can leave it in the description, or I can teach you guys how to get it. Just put Bootstrap 5 in the Google, introduction. There you go, just copy the CSS and the bundle one. That's what I'm using. After that, we are going to change the document, the title, for login. Why not? Now prepare to use a lot of divs, with the first being dflex, a div with the class dflex, justify content center empty 5. The dflex is simply saying that the display is going to be flex. The justify content center, it's so I can center everything inside this div because it's display flex, it's not a grid one. After that, I'm just going to put miti even 5, so I increase the margin top by 5, which is the maximum in your current Bootstrap 5. After this, I'm going to put 2 more divs, which are going to be with the class card and with the class card body. If I just put a card, it is going to be with no enough space. It is not going to be really clean. I'm going to show you guys. You can see this square. I'm going to zoom it. If you remove it, yes, you see, it does not give the default space to be pretty enough. Reset. Okay. Now we are going to close those divs as well. Okay, and there we go. Now we are going to open the form because after all, I'm going to teach you guys how to make it working in a future video. And I'm going to copy the first thing up, the email address. We can do with the name, but email address seems way better. The first thing is MB3, which is going to have the margin bottom of 3. Then, and this margin bottom I was pointing here, but it's here, okay? And then the label, which is going to be validating the default username, and the class is going to be for email, form label, with the email address. The class, it's the most important, the for, it's not really needed. You could even remove it, okay? Wait, not a type, just this, okay, let's go. Now the input, you can use type email because it's for email. If you want to use for username, you just put text, okay? Class, form control, of course. And the ID validation, the username, of course, and are you describing email help, because we are going to use for email. If you don't want to use for email, just for username, you could remove this and just say that it's required. And after this, we are going to put an additional div saying that the ID is going to be email help, form text, and will never blah blah blah, this text. So you just say something pretty, okay? And then this div is already being closed, so we are just going to put it a little bit from I made a mistake. Let's go. Okay, now it's good, looking good. With already this, which is in my opinion, we are going to create a like thing, which will have also the MB3 margin bottom 3, and it's going to be 4. We can remove this 4 because it's not really needed. Now we are going to say that the class is form level and it's the password. Now the type of input is going to be password, so it is with the points and you can show it and hide it. And a class, of course, form control, and the ID validation default 01, and you say that it is required. And I'm going to show you why they're required in the future. Then you are going to put some silly thing, just agree with the terms of use. You can use the MB3 and the form check because it's going to be a check box. Type checkbox, the form is going to be form check input, and the ID example check. You can change the ID, okay? There's no problem in it. Now the text, it's up to you, and the form check label, it's always needed, of course, because it's the class, so other way it will not look like this. Closing the div, we are going to lastly put a submit button. With the button type of submit, we are going to put something like, instead of this, input submit, and we could put everything in here just like this. The value is going to be this, the type and the class, we are going to copy it from here. So now our submit is going to be input instead of button. If you do it with JavaScript, maybe the button is better, but for PHP, the input, it's way more important. Now, let's check it out. If you submit it, please fill in this field. And yes, it is going to be according to your language. Another thing that's also really cool, it's that it is checking if it's email or not. Now we need to do the rest part, Gmail. And then, okay, it already works. It's not so perfect, you see, but it's already a really good and fast validation, which is going to be dependent on your browser. So it's really nice to do. And the password, we cannot go without a password, so we just put a password and go. I see I did not put a way of, probably this is going to work. Let me just try it. Required. Exactly. Now, you can only proceed if you also agree with the terms of use, which is really cool. It's really a little bit hard validations to do with JavaScript plain or other things, but with Bootstrap 5 you can have it while doing nothing. You see, like 15 lines of code and you made all of this, and it is of course responsive, because I don't bring you guys anything that's not responsive. Let's put in the iPhone, it works properly. In the Surface Pro, well, of course it doesn't really work so good, because you see it's a little bit big, but it actually works with most things. Not only being responsive, you just need to copy this to CDN, you don't even need to download or npm or anything the Bootstrap, and you just need to write these lines of code. If you want them, I can put under the description with the GitHub or anything else. If you need my help to customize it a little bit more, I can help you as well in the comments. So, thank you guys, hope you guys enjoyed it, see you soon.